Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a filing from Cyberloq Technologies. And let me tell you, it's a real head scratcher. It's like they're trying to invent a new type of stock, but are they just confusing everyone in the process? Before we get started, if you enjoy unraveling corporate mysteries, make sure to subscribe. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below where we can discuss this and many other companies. So this is a Form 8K filing which companies use to report major events to the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC. Think of it as an AHO report for investors. It tells them something significant has happened or is about to happen that they should know about. This report is dated May 29, 2025. That's the date. Cyberloq Technologies, a company based in Nevada, decided to change the rules of the game with their stock. They're registered with the SEC, so they have to tell everyone about it. Here's where the fun begins. The company is talking about a material modification to rights of security holders. In simple terms, they changed the rights of people who own their stock. This usually means they did something that affects the value or voting power of the shares. Cyberloq changed their Articles of Incorporation, which is basically the company's rulebook filed with the state of Nevada. They created a brand new type of stock called Series B preferred stock. They're making 50,000 of these shares available, and each one has a par value or face value of only 0.011. That's a tenth of a cent per share. So what makes this new Series B preferred stock special? Let's look at the details. First, the stated capital for each share is just that tiny $0.001. Is really just an accounting formality. Here's a big one, voting rights. The people who own this Series B preferred stock don't get to vote on anything unless the law says they absolutely have to. That means they have no say in how the company is run, generally speaking. Next up, dividends. These stockholders don't get any dividends either. Dividends are payments companies make to shareholders out of their profits, so no profits for them, at least not directly. Now this is where it gets interesting. Conversion rights upon sale of the company. If Cyberloq Technologies gets sold, either through a merger, acquisition, or selling all its stuff, each share of Series B preferred stock magically turns into 1,000 shares of the company's regular common stock. This happens automatically right before the sale goes through. What happens if the company goes bust? Liquidation rights, no liquidation preference. If Cyberloq closes down, the Series B preferred stockholders don't get special treatment. They get whatever they originally paid for the shares, and they have to share with everyone else who owns stock equally. Finally, other rights. Basically, these shares don't have any other special powers or privileges unless the company's rulebook or the law says so. The filing was signed by Christopher Jackson, president of Cyberloq Technologies, on June 20, 2025. That confirms that these changes are official. So what's going on here? Why would a company create a stock with no voting rights, no dividends, and only a potential payout if the company is sold? It looks like Cyberloq is using this Series B preferred stock as some kind of incentive or bonus. Maybe they're giving it to employees, advisors, or even using it to attract investors. It's a way to promise a big reward if the company does well and gets acquired without giving away any control or paying out dividends in the meantime. The big risk for the people who get this Series B preferred stock is that Cyberloq might never get sold. If that happens, the stock is basically worthless. They get no vote, no dividends, and no payout. It's a high risk, high reward kind of deal. For Cyberloq, the benefit is that they can attract talent or investment without giving up any control over the company. They're betting that the promise of a big payout down the road will be enough to motivate people. But here's the thing, this kind of stock can also be confusing for investors. It's not a straightforward investment and people might not fully understand what they're getting into. If Cyberloq isn't careful, it could end up creating resentment or even legal problems down the road. Now, looking at this report more broadly, Cyberloq is taking a gamble with this new type of stock. It could pay off big if they manage to sell the company, but it could also backfire if they don't. It all depends on their ability to execute their business plan and attract the right kind of buyer. The big risk is that potential investors may not understand this Series B stock very well. If investors don't understand something, they tend to avoid it, so this could make raising money more difficult for Cyberloq Technologies. Alright, that's our breakdown of Cyberloq Technologies' latest filing. What's your take on this Series B preferred stock? And what does it signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.